This is a summary of my July Biomedical Artist newsletter, celebrating unique, beautiful, colorful, resilient, and healing American art. July was a remarkably special month because we celebrated the 250th anniversary of the U.S. And we honored this milestone with Lloyd by focusing on the rich history of American performing and visual arts, exploring amazing American artists in choreographing and dancing our own ballet. Since I love ballet and am developing my ballet program for healing with joy, art, and science, first I will start with the performing arts, ballet, and modern dance. I won't spend time on the American ballet, which is amazing and has amazing history, and we have visited many ballets with Lloyd. I will focus on the art that we created in July in order to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the U.S. from both an artistic viewpoint and from a biomedical viewpoint, highlighting the amazing health benefits of ballet and mentioning something about the neurobiological mechanisms. First, ballet and love stories in Central Park in New York City. Ballet and love stories go together hand in hand since hundreds of years. And for July 4th, together with Lloyd, we created two original ballets. The first one is New York City Love Story, and the second one is Central Park Love Story, which coincides beautifully with the 150th anniversary of Central Park. And we honored our love of New York City, of Central Park, and American ballet and classical music. In both ballets, I created with respect to choreography, and my dress was pink and chose music by George Gershwin. Lloyd was behind the camera. He chose a wonderful location in Central Park, and he filmed the two ballets, which I have to say were my most popular ballets on YouTube this month, so I will include a link and I welcome you to watch them. It's amazing to dance in the park, and Central Park provides the ultimate stage. With the green grass and the trees, it's amazing. Ballet expresses emotions better than words. And to remember my dear mom, who passed away in July, I danced two more ballets that we created together with Lloyd in Central Park, called Gentle Summer Rain Ballet. And it was an amazing coincidence because my mom loves rain, and there was a white butterfly, and the white butterfly symbolizes the soul of a departed one, transformation, love, and divine and angelic protection. So I'd like to think that my mom was watching me dance, and she truly encouraged me to dance and thought that I danced ballet very well. And I practiced ballet in plein air every morning of July unless the weather was too rainy. And this is excellent both for mental and physical health because ballet has benefits on its own, and the fresh air and the sunshine early in the morning also are excellent for mental health. And I will include a link to some of my ballets, and I hope that you enjoy them as inspiration. And I want to mention that while proper technique is essential in ballet, my ballets focus also on the emotional, storytelling, expressive part, which also reduces stress and builds resilience and promotes creativity and self-expression. Because we have to remember that ballet is not a sport, although you have to be in excellent physical shape and repeat many times the positions and train. Actually, it is a performing art, and so it tells a story or expresses emotions. And there lies its amazing benefit for mental health. And then painting with the body and brain health. July was World Watercolor Month, and I shared my philosophy that ballet is simply painting watercolors with your body. Why? Because watercolors are very fluid, and ballet is very expressive, graceful, fluid, and often the dancers have beautiful, colorful costumes. In ballet, like watercolors, is just another way to express emotions. And so I will include a link to my ballet, which is Pink Rose Watercolor Ballet, Dancing the Shape and Color of Emotions for Well-Being. And also, later in the month, I celebrated World Brain Day with Pink Orchid Dancing Lady Ballet. And I use this metaphor that the brain is like an orchid because it is very sensitive, and also it is the intellect and a symbol of wisdom, which also the orchid is. From a neurobiological standpoint, these ballets that I danced in July explored the concept that consistency is very important. Use it or lose it. So we have to train our body and our brain in order to reap the maximum benefits of ballet. And one of the neurotransmitters that takes part is dopamine, which is in the habit formation, in the movement, in the dancing, and also the reward. And so you can watch my ballets and you can read the captions on YouTube to learn a little bit more about why they're created and what I want to express. Now, honoring Martha Graham, in July, Lloyd and I explored the beautiful legacy of the American dance icon Martha Graham in the New York Public Library for the Performing Arts. And we would highly recommend this exhibition, which is ongoing until November. And it is known that Martha Graham is the mother of modern and psychological dance, created a new dance technique and established choreography is a powerful language to communicate fears, dreams, and internal conflict. And her work is known to be woven in the cultural and psychological identity of the U.S., including themes such as the American dream, self-actualization, war, industrialization, and social justice. And so I want to share the quote of Martha Graham, one of her wonderful quotes about dance. There is a vitality, a life force, an energy, a quickening that is translated through you into action. And because there is only one of you in all time, this expression is unique. And if you block it, it will never exist through any other medium, and it will be lost. So this encourages us to express our talents, and one of the ways is through dance, to express our uniqueness. And now let's spend a little time on the visual arts, which we explored with Lloyd in July to honor the 250th anniversary of the U.S., and also to explore beautiful watercolor art by American artists. And of course we also explored oil paintings, and we spent a day exploring the American masterworks at the Metropolitan Museum of Art's American Wing. And we immersed ourselves in paintings of John Singer Sargent, Mary Cassatt, Child Hassan, and Frederick Edwin Church in Winslow Homer. And I will share some photos from the many beautiful paintings which are as unique as America. And these brilliant artists perfectly captured the inspiring nature of our country. There were a lot of paintings of nature, of the ocean, of flowers, and the people. In visiting an art gallery with a loved one, like we visited with Lloyd, does wonders for the mind, body, and spirit. And this supports both mental health and physical health. And it is recommended in some countries, even it is prescribed by doctors in Canada and in Switzerland and in Great Britain. So probably it's only a little while until psychiatrists and physicians begin to officially prescribe art museum visits here in the US. I certainly wouldn't hesitate. In looking ahead, we will continue to explore with Lloyd American art throughout this year and beyond, to learn even more about our wonderful artists and create American themed art. And I want to say that it is as diverse, beautiful, resilient, insightful, and unique as the people creating it. And American art beautifully reflects the foundational spirit of independence of its creators. And I would like to share a quote by Mary Cassatt. I'm independent. I can live alone, and I love to work. And I want to encourage you, whether you are a novice, just beginning to paint or to try dance, or if you are already a creator and already inspire others, I want to encourage you to practice more art for mental and physical health and for joy, to share it with others and to learn about the rich and amazing American art. And please watch my ballet videos on YouTube and subscribe so that you can follow my ballet classes in the future for health, happiness, and well-being.